future benefits from your support and of all of our programs, please accept our heartfelt and sincere thank you.
Wow, thank you, Dr. Ardman. I'm tired and old, I think, because I want to cry all the time now. That was wonderful. That was great.
And to be fair, we do get to keep this wicked collection of Charlie Hustle t-shirts that we get every year.
I have a wonderful collection going.
So do I.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
wear them all the time.
I'm Rob Riggle, and part of this team, and I'm honored to be here today. Getting ready to start our 9th Big Slick, which it's uncanny to think about that we've been doing this almost a decade, and it's an honor to be here. We're missing Jason, but he would be here. He's out there working hard. You had a good theory on this, actually.
Yeah, Jason is going to be here. He just can't get here until tonight. And I was saying to these guys, we should say that really the reason is he's a diehard Oakland A's fan.
And he's conflicted about
He just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He couldn't bring himself.
But he'll be here immediately following the game. No, he's working hard, and we're looking forward to when he can join us later this evening. Real quick, Dr. Ardman covered a lot of the great stuff that was needed to be said, but while I got an opportunity, I just want to say thank you to the families, because we come in on the weekend, and they spend all year planning, organizing, working, having meetings, discussing what works, what doesn't work, new ideas, ways to raise money. They dedicate themselves all year to this, and the hours they put in are all volunteer. No one's getting paid for this, so they're doing this out of the love of their heart and the love of Kansas City and the love for Children's Mercy. So I can't emphasize enough, not only the family members, but our friends that volunteer, that work as, handle the transportation or handle the ambassador jobs or whatever we have. It's truly amazing the man hours and the volunteers that go into this. And so I just want to say, because I'm looking you all in the eye right now, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. It's true. In our 9th year, the family, when we say our families, if the family has grown, because we all have friends from school, other volunteers, and they have been working hard every single year, and it gets bigger and bigger, and there's more and more work to be done. And one of the great things about Big Slick, unlike so many other things, which are great other events that are benefiting other hospitals, is because this is this familial thing. There's no middleman. There are not administrative costs. Everything goes directly to the hospital, and that is one of the greatest things I think Big Slick has going for it, as well as just our incredible sponsors who are really donating so much money and directly to the organization, so we thank them as well.
Yeah, they really stepped up. So, and that's a credit to Kansas City, and it's a credit to Kansas City every year that people buy tickets and come out and support. And I love seeing it grow, but it's a testament to Kansas City and the people of Kansas City that they're showing up and they're putting their money where their mouth is, which is always nice.
Just want to say thanks to our guests that we invite in from all over the place. We just simply put out a text message or an email. I don't know, do you guys text or email your guests? Email?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Call sometimes.
I think everybody deserves to know how we
I call, but it scares them.
Yeah. They're like, why are you calling me?
Why are you calling? Is everything all right?
Dave, what do you do?
I'm here too. I just want to mention that I'm willing to be of service.
Dave, do you text or email? How do you invite your guests?
I text.
Really?
I think I do both, yeah.
Yeah. But the short of that is it's a simple request, or it's a simple ask, not so simple in logistics and travel. And the answer is always, yes, I'll be there, or unfortunately I can't, but I'm going to do my best to be there next year. And I think because we're from Kansas City, and I think pretty decent people, we hang out with pretty decent people, and that's proof every year when we ask people to come. And they're excited to come back, and they're excited to come, and it's mostly because of the people that they meet here and visiting the children and the families, and the staff here at Children's Mercy Hospital is always their favorite thing. So thank you guys for making our friends feel so welcome.
And that's a great point. Just so you know, Big Slick 9 This is the most celebrities we've ever had.
They all said yes.
They all said yes this year, and their schedules all worked out. So, well, we're over 40 celebrities coming in from New York and Los Angeles.
I had to tell The Rock no.
Yes.
He said, no, I want to come.
Yeah, I still think you should have said okay.
I probably should have.
We could have made room, I think.
Darn it, I'm sorry,
He's so
Dwayne.
giant, he kind of counts as two.
Yeah. Next year, Dwayne, next year.
Yeah, but it's such an honor that so many people have decided to come back and join us this year. So it'll be fun. It's going to be an exciting big slick. It's our biggest big slick ever. Any questions? Yeah.
You all have kiddos of your own. So what does this mean from that really personal standpoint? When we leave the room and you sit down with those children and their families?
I think I'll let everybody in, but I'll jump in. But empathy. You have to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Being a parent, how can you not empathize with another parent if you heard those terrible words that Dr. Arman mentioned? And that empathy is what drives you. Also, if you don't, I read somewhere or someone told me, but if you're ever depressed or you're ever down or you're not feeling good or whatever, do something for somebody else and it makes you feel great. And so we're so blessed that every year we get to come here and do whatever small thing we can as part of this team to help. As a parent, God forbid anything like that would ever happen, but if it does, I would love to know that there's a place like this that I could get help.
Yeah, well put, and I guess the other word would be humility. And you're humbled anytime you walk in here, I certainly am. And it reminds me, my wife had said yesterday, so what's your intention for the weekend? And I thought for a second, well, it's to be of service. And I think that's part of the reason I'm here, and I'm judge that probably the rest of us are here, and that something most humans should probably be reminded to do, be of service. So it's great that, we're able to do that.
It's also really nice for us meeting not just the kids, and the kids are amazing, all kids are amazing, but to meet the parents and the siblings, because what they're going through, oftentimes they get overlooked a little bit, and it's incredibly painful as a parent, as a sibling. It's nice to spend a little time getting to know the families.
I don't have kids, so yeah.
So next, Eric's not allowed to answer.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't answer this question.
I thought these were your kids.
Yeah, I take care of them.
Yeah, just because we act like children. One time we were.
Paul, put the mic down. Put the mic down. Stop hitting your head with that mic.
Next question. Yes, you there in the back.
That hurt.
Who's got their hand up?
Let's go. They're the way that hurt.
Anyone else have a question? There, yes, another follow-up. Yes, you're allowed
Follow-up
to. This is like a press. Yes, go ahead.
Rip is on fire today.
I'm on fire today. You started this 9 years ago. Can you share just a little bit, not just logistically how it's changed, but for you, how the whole thing has changed? I mean, I'm not sure that you thought it would be this big.
No, when we
Speak into the mic.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not sure if they heard the question back there. If you want to.
When we started this, it was with the intention of let's see what we can do. When you start something like that, and it's we recruit our family members, and they're like, what? And we're like, no, we're going to try this. And we had a theory, which I'm sure the people on the wall are like, don't say it, but it was crawl, walk, run was the theory, which is we're gonna crawl, then we're gonna walk, then we're gonna run. And so now I feel like in year 9 we're running, but you have to start. You have to start with achievable goals. And like when we first started, we didn't know what was gonna happen. We didn't know everything. We just said we're gonna try, and that's how things get going. You just try. And so we said we're gonna let's set a number. We have to have a goal. So we said $50,000. That's what if we can do that this weekend. We'll write it off as a successful weekend. And I think we raised 122,000 that first year. So we're like, well, great. So next year, if we do it again, 123,000 is the number, and that'll be our number. And then we just built it slowly and methodically. And then every year we looked at what we did right, And we said, let's do more of that. And whatever we screwed up, we said, let's do less of that. And we just keep working it. And the thing was, for like the first 5 years, we never did it the same way twice. So it was always a work in progress. And that's just how you do it. You just kind of, and so no, to get back to your question, yes, I'm thrilled that we're here 9 years later. I'm thrilled that we're all here 9 years later, still getting an opportunity to do this. That's one of the greatest honors I've ever been a part of.
But we also, I don't know if we knew it going in, well, hopefully we'll be able to do it every year. I think it was the success of the very first one. We could try and do this again next year. You know, these things have a way of snowballing organically. And so when we first thought about it, and it was just that kind of a poker tournament, which we don't do anymore, it was enough to think, all right, well, let's see where this goes. So it's exciting that it's 9 years in, but I don't think we would have predicted it when we started.
You back there.
Thank you.
Here. You're welcome.
Do you have a favorite memory over the past 9 years, or what's your favorite part of this event? What are you most excited about when you step off the plane?
Oh, that's a good
I usually drive it.
We
You guys fly?
Yeah, we fly.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There's planes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Kathy Sudeikis, I will be talking to you. You know, my favorite moments are, you know, those sort of private moments we get to have once we leave here and meet people in the hospital. And that also, I think, is everybody's favorite part is coming here, because like you said, we're not getting paid for this, but we are. I say it every year, but it kind of makes us feel a little dirty, in my opinion, because everyone's so nice to us and so complimentary of us. But we leave here with a bank full of smiles and love, and it feels a little like we're getting too much credit because we are getting so much in return.
Has a child ever said anything to you that you were like, oh man, that really?
Get off my arm, you're hurting me.
That jumps to mind.
Yeah, you're leaning on my arm and it's broken again.
I don't remember specific, exchanges, but what I do remember is the genuine laughter. I remember I was in a room with Al Roker visiting someone, and we were playing the game where you put whipped cream on the thing and they crank it, and then it either pops in your face or it doesn't. And we were doing a bit and messing around, and I got slapped in the face, and just the genuine laughter.
One of my favorite experiences was going around to the rooms and meeting a lot of kids with Robert Smigel. And Robert Smigel had, he's Triumph, the insult comic dog, and he had Triumph. And his whole bit is insults. And so he was going to these rooms, and he didn't know what to do. And the kids loved the puppet, loved the dog. And so he was really struggling to try and make all these nice things to say. And so he then in turn just started insulting me in front of
I was about to say, he had to turn on you at some point.
He needed something to do.
Yeah.
And watching him struggle to try and come up with nice things to say as Triumph was one of my favorite memories.
I enjoy seeing that number on Saturday night, and it's bigger every year, and you realize we can do some good. I like, oftentimes we'll see parents the next year who had a child here when we visited, and then to hear the good news. Or even sometimes when it's been bad news, and we've run into those folks too. And the fact that we all tried, that makes a big difference too. Also last year there was a little girl that didn't know Paul, but for whatever reason she was in love with him from the first second and couldn't stop hugging him. That was a really wonderful, beautiful moment last year. Because it happened here like 10 times in a row. She would look up and there's Paul again, and she would start hugging him. And then we all were in the same room visiting the next day, and she was so excited. And who was it? Was it the lineman? Was it Maga? No, it was, what lineman from the Chiefs was here?
Morris.
Morris, thank you, Mitch Morris
Yeah.
was with us, and she went crazy over Mitch and was just hugging him and wouldn't let go. It was so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of those, I think. And also, you know, just the whole weekend in general. There's good memories. The schedule's been, now we've kind of ironed out the schedule, and there's great memories at the K.